Hi everyone, and welcome back to Starbucks Saturday. First and foremost, as I always say, I cannot see. I'm blind. I can't see into the viewfinder to see if I would position the camera in a certain way or whatever, you'd be able to see me better. So, if you can't see my face, sorry, not sorry. Today, I don't know whether to cram everything into one video or do two separate videos. On the one hand, it's an update. On the other, I heard about a well, I didn't just hear about it. I watched a YouTube video about it. These guys tried a new Frappuccino, or relatively new, and I was like, let me try that. So I know they already did a video about it. But why shouldn't I do one too? So, how's it going? You know, I'll probably do the taste test video in a different video, a separate video. How's it going? You know, when my Commission for the Blind counselor asked me that 2 days ago, the answer is different than it is now. I mean, the job itself is going great. It's just, if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know, or you may know that I found the perfect job in every area but one. It's $164 blocks away from my house. And I actually created a video that I never have posted. I need to go to Tunes to Tube, convert that into a YouTube video and post it. My goal is to do that this week. About the door-to-door paratransit service and how, if at all possible, I want to avoid that as far as a way to get home. After something happened, after May 9th, that's when the incident happened. I'm not going to do it. I just won't do it. But what choice do I have? Well, there's my preferred ride service who calls me 2 business days beforehand and says, here's when we'll pick you up. But the problem with them is they're not always available. There's a 50-50 chance that they'll either say, we can only take you one way, or we can't take you at all. And when that happens, I have to find another way to get where I need to go. Well, this week my network of on-call drivers went from small to smaller. I only had like 5 to begin with. And now 2 of them, I've lost 2 of them. The one's moving tomorrow, and actually, I knew that was going to happen when he agreed to help me. But I was like, well, if you're willing to do it, and I'll do it. I'll have your assistance for as long as I can. And at that time, we didn't know how long it was going to be before he moved, but he's moving tomorrow, so I don't have him anymore. And then Thursday night, one of the most available on-call drivers I had. I mean, she had her limitations, but basically she was able to take me home from work instead of to work, which actually, of course, it'd be great to get out of taking the paratransit, whether it's there or back. But back is the most, I mean, if I have to take paratransit in, I'll take paratransit in, but home, I mean, I'd rather take an Uber than take paratransit home. And unfortunately, this week I'm going to be doing that 2 out of 3 days at the rate we're going now. I mean, okay, you know what? I really don't care, Coin 6. That's a news update that I really am not that concerned about the story there, and I just easily could not read about it in the middle of my recording. And that's such a distraction. Where was I going with that? It looks like, unless something comes together, it looks like I'll be taking Uber 2 days out of the 3 that I'm working next week. Normally I work 4 days, but I have Wednesday off because it's the 4th of July, and Monday I'm not able to use my preferred service to get home. Tuesday I'm not able to use my preferred service to get there or home. And both days I would have had my on-call driver, the most available driver that I had. I mean, the other 3 that I have now that I've lost the one, and even the one that I had that's moving away tomorrow, had their days that they were available. This one pretty much, whenever I needed her, she didn't turn me down. You know what? I'm turning the speech off. I don't need to hear everything that comes into Facebook. So every time I needed this woman, she came through for me. She didn't turn me down. And then I got this call Thursday saying, we're not able to take you home on Monday. And I texted her. I said, are you available? I'm not going to be able to take my preferred ride service home on Monday. Are you going to be available? And she texted me back and said, as far as literally driving you around is concerned, I'm not available until further notice. I've had a car accident, and car's a total loss, and due to circumstances, that's all I'm going to say. She told me more, but it's no one's business. Due to circumstances, I don't expect to get another one in the foreseeable future. I thank God that she's okay. I mean, I did, text back and said, well, are you okay? I am concerned about her as a person, and thank God she's okay. She wasn't severely injured. She didn't have to be hospitalized or anything, but it's hard to do a job that requires driving when you don't have a car now, isn't it? I'm glad I've got her as a person. I'm glad that I've got her as a if I ever take fixed route buses, I do it by having someone else who knows how to navigate the system. And, like, I guess I've got her as a bus, she's made herself available to take me places by bus. Which will be helpful in some cases, but when it comes to going home from work, she's not going to be able to help me. I mean, she's looking into the bus commute from work, but first of all, it's one hell of a commute for her, just to go from her place to my work to even pick me up, and then I don't think that, and then what's the likelihood that it'll take longer to get home via bus than it would if I was just driven home? I mean, I don't think that would work out. So the bottom line is I'm going to need more drivers, and I've lost probably the best one I had, which sucks, but I'm glad she's okay. The ones I'm left with, one of them has one particular day she's available. One of them also has one particular day she's available if she's in town. And the other, sometimes is available, sometimes isn't. And frankly, given the fact that he's going to be out of town until Wednesday or Thursday, I forget what day he's coming back. But if he's coming back on either Wednesday or Thursday, he's going to not be able to help me Monday and Tuesday, now is he? So at this point, I'm thinking I'm going to have to take Uber home, or else just grit my teeth, grin and bear it, pray for the best, and take paratransit. But that is the absolute last resort. When there's not enough money in the bank to cover an Uber, and I cannot get anyone else, that's when I will say, damn it, I have to take the paratransit home. So, I really would like to get more drivers and or more money. You know, I love this job and I wouldn't trade it for anything. But, well, let's face it, this is more money than I think I've ever made at a job. But the bottom line is there's always more money uses or more ways to spend money than there are bucks to go around. So, anyway, that's where I am right now. You know, I do thank God that one former driver is okay. I mean, car accidents change lives and even end lives all the time. And, I mean, this could have been a lot worse. And the truth is, even though circumstances don't seem to plan to allow her to do it anytime soon, you can replace a car. You can't replace a person. So I am thankful that she's okay. I am thankful that I've got Uber as an option. I'm thankful that the passes were available. Actually, the ideal pass, especially in a situation like this, would be a pass that would allow me for 28 days to go pretty much anywhere in the area, including my work commute even, for $5 a ride. They have done that before. They have not done it for quite some time, but they do have a pass now where a $20 to $30 ride is reduced to $17, which is better than it would be, so I do appreciate that. And I am thankful that by the time I thought maybe I better try to get that, it was available to get. Because I actually got this email saying, grab a pass before they're gone, which is what they always say. Basically, it's like, okay, these things are popular, get them while you can. And I got that email like, what, a day or two before I actually got it. But when I found out I'd lost my one driver, I was like, I may not have any other choice but to take an Uber, because I don't have a ride home Monday, and I don't have my backup driver to take me. So I was like, let me see if there's any passes available, and I was able to grab one. I don't know how many there were after I grabbed. I mean, I could have gotten the last one for all I know, but there was still one available, and that's something to be thankful for. And I'm thankful that I've got this job to begin with. I mean, this is a problem that I would rather have this problem and have a job than not have this problem and not make any money at all, or make so little money that, I mean, I think about where I was at this time last year. I had a job folding pizza boxes, but it was 2 hours a week at minimum wage. You can't save for anything on that. You can't pay anything on that. There's a lot you can't do on 2 hours a week. Whereas 20 hours a week, even if you can't save as much as maybe you would like to, well, first of all, I'll be able to save more than I can right now when I get that debt paid down. I've got like 2 or 3 more payments to make, and then I'm going to not have to worry about that anymore. But even though this is not going to be how I end up saving thousands of dollars, because, well, I mean, look what I was able to do. I just bought a mini treadmill for $500. This is $500 I did not put on a credit card. I am not going to spend the next 5 months trying to pay my aunt for. I saved up and got it myself, and this job enabled me to do that. So looking at it that way, it's better to have this problem, this transportation problem. It's better to have this transportation problem and have this good job than not have the transportation problem and have either a job that's not going to really get me anywhere financially or no job. And I had another question that I was going to ask, but this video is already so long, I may end up... This may be one heck of a bonus week on YouTube as far as I'm concerned. I'll probably be making a separate video about that, a separate video about the Frappuccino I'm about to try, and I don't know if you're going to get all of them today or spread them out over the next few days or what, but there's your Starbucks Saturday. I'll wrap this video up for one because, as usual, it's long. Thanks for watching. Please sign the Do Not Demonetize petition if you feel so moved, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.